Hey, traders, welcome back. It's good to see y'all. It's been so long. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm on basic attention token. It's terrible. Basic attention token, why not? We'll start with that. Lowest, wow, look at that. Taking out the lows from November 2020, January 2021. All right, lowest price, lowest close, I mean all of it. Lowest prices since April 2020 on basic attention token. And there you go, your target 14.5 cents eventually. Wow. Go figure, right? There's still more downside. What a bear pole bear flag. It was one of the most beautiful ones I think that developed out of all the S coins. It was perfect. Too much respect of the TA. Y'all hear me? Oh my god, it's loud. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you got to make sure, man. Like that's how a stream gets ruined. You somehow trust the technology to work right blindly, and you don't ask chat. Great way to ruin it. So let's go to Bitcoin, man. But dude, Bitcoin was gonna do things. Well, I mean, engulfed bearishly yesterday. It was the lowest candle close yesterday since December 19th, and once again, right? You got some follow through today. Not looking too hot. Again, the story though isn't really Bitcoin. Trust but verify, indeed. So, I mean, where you are, you think maybe 16.2 could be tested again here? I mean, that's that joke of a low, that one wick low, one time, November 2020. Maybe that's in store for you. The negative Momo is building again. Still at, low 40s on the RSI on the daily. 4 hour, not too much to look at. Maybe just besides the fact that you might have a wave structure now that's not really what you want to see. And look at just the sheer rejection, flirtation over the holidays, with the 200 simple moving average. Awful, just rejecting it and just can't break it, and you start to roll over. So I mean, someone will be like, dude, is that an M shape? Not a really good spot to be trying to identify some sort of bat pattern Gartley. But I'll tell you what would make more sense. I think it'd be more prudent to wait for this, for this to happen. That's a crab pattern. 1618 takes you way lower. Yeah, still not even at the bottom of the range though, right? But it brings you right around that 4 hour candle close from November 10th. So I'm thinking that seems very possible, man, for a potential outcome here. Even if you were going to be like, dude, it's a Gartley. I don't know, man. There's nothing else, no variables lining up. And I think you're coin flipping up here. Like, we're trying to present arguments that might make sense down at the bottom of a range, not in the middle. I think it'd be stupid to be trying to long here. Doesn't make any sense technically. All right, none on Bitcoin. I mean, it may pump, and you won the coin flip this time. But again, it's not about the one trade. It's about the many. Okay, Ethereum. Look at just utter failure to break that 200. Dead middle of the range still. Very tough to strategize anything here. You can't. You just can't. You gotta let it go, man. Go watch the football games. All the bowl games starting to heat up now. Ole Miss playing tonight. Okay. Sorry, but daily's kind of bad. Kind of awful here. Right? Where just the fact that I can't even believe how powerful the supply line is. How powerful the 2018 dead cat bounce high was. All the failure engulfed yesterday and fall through today. And definitely below the supply line. You're below all inflection points, so you need to be above. You're below them all. So how could you want to be bullish until you break those? When we get above 1223, when we get above 1264, okay. But you're not got to do that first, and then we'll talk. But until then, you just have to be bearish here. You can't be bullish yet, all right? Could change, man. But we're looking at, I'm looking at the Qs today, looking at the Russell 2000 today. It's not good environments for the macro. It's terrible, in fact. Could be almost time for the scary times of the bear markets. And I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, that's Ethereum. Great. Let's just real quick go to total.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
All right, something very awful happened again today. Now it's not confirmed. I mean, it was confirmed with a candle close, but no back test. Just like you saw, look, I mean, November 9th. What happened? You fell below the unbelievably important inflection point, 2018 cycle top, right? You fell below it, but immediately the next day broke right back above it. Then, oh no, pandemonium, November 21st. What happened immediately? Right back above it. Tested it as support November 28th. And then you fell below it again, December 16th. And you were staying below it, but then what happened? Engulfing candle back above it, back testing it as support, but now we're back below it. And I know it's just so like mind-numbing and annoying, right? Just the up and down. But anytime you're below that level, that massive impulse down can happen. It's way more probable that massive impulse down is going to happen when you close and you're on the daily and you're below the level than above it. So that's why it's just like it's all about the levels. And when you're below this level, this is where you don't want to be long on anything crypto. Now tomorrow, man, you break back above it. Huge green candle. We'll talk. We should talk about it. Okay? Because that might be awesome. Rejecting that level again. It might be time to go. But that is hypothetical. That didn't happen. What reality is you broke the level with confirmation of daily candle close. So anytime you're below this level, history can repeat itself. What is history? Straight up and down and up, and guess what? It will probably be down. It will look similar to the move we got between October of 2020 and January 2021. Very similar. Do you understand? You don't want to own crypto below this level at all? Like nothing really? I mean, just saying, dude. Let's talk Miss Cleo. Okay. Oh, Miss Cleo, $388 billion total market cap in time. There you go. That's Cleo for you. All right. Okay, let's go to the quad screen. Quad screen. Hey. Here it is. Beautiful. If you care about ranges and assets in the dead middle of ranges, it's your world. That's Bitcoin. Ethereum, dead middle of the range. Who cares? Wow. Virtually died. Right? No one's like, it's just fixed price on Bitcoin since December 16th. XRP, dead middle of the range. But pretty cool on this one. This is the one where it's like, hey, dude, if somehow the coin flip on Bitcoin was up, Ethereum was up, XRP might have been the play for up because of the inflection point it was at and what it was doing at that inflection point. Where XRP was near an inflection point, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not at inflection points. They're not regarding them as support either. Ethereum's more like it's just regarded the inflection point as resistance a multitude of times. BNB, just kind of after the crash, just going sideways, man. 244. Not much selling pressure going on, but not much buying either. And you are below the range. The same range we talked about with these three, BNB is below its range. So don't be fooled. Below 259. Okay. What are you talking about in XRP again? I'm sure, again, we're going to look at it real quick. Well, you know what? Screw that. Let's look at Sol first because it's the frickin'...
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
This is Sol. Lowest daily candle close in a long time. Lowest daily candle close technically since February 18th, 2021. So we're pretty close to 2-year lows on Sol, and they're just not much here. I mean, maybe it holds here for a little while. 924. Okay, to me, $10 is an insane level. So is $5. Those are crazy levels. psychologically. And I think if you're below $10 long enough, it's going to be a real fast ride to $5. Not just because of the psychological aspect, but the price action. I mean, did market participants ever between $5 and $10 build a good potential support area, or an area where people could look at it and genuinely think, yeah, this is a consensus area for me to set up my limit buys? Nope. It's a joke. It's just there. And when you get to $5, it's one time it was a resistance. It wasn't even a support ever. So it may not even act as support at $5. I mean, where there's real support is like $2, $1.40. Bearish rectangle breakdown confirmed with a candle close, not yesterday, or gosh dang it, it is the new day. Not 2 days ago, not 3 days ago, 4, 5, 6 days ago, but yesterday. And here we are on the new day. Yeah, you're oversold, but you're just beginning to build negative momentum. So again, $5 target on Sol. If you're just patient, you'll get it. The target has been $5 below $21. So we're just waiting. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a long time, man. For $5 Sol. Probably zero when it's all said and done, because it was pretty much a scam. It was the scam, bankrupt, fraud coin they used. Okay, so that's it for this joke. Hex crashed again. Right, what's worse, Hex or Tesla? Hex is down more percentage points than Tesla in the same amount of days. Again, this one is just made its lowest. Hex made its lowest daily candle close officially since April 30th, 2021. So well over a year and a half. And the target, there is no doubt about it, 1.4 cents. You'll be there in time if you're just patient. It is not special at all. It's just like every other crypto. It has a boom cycle and a bust cycle. This one's continuing to bust. All right. So we didn't look at XRP on the, let's look at it real quick on the daily. XRP, bearish and golden candle confirmed yesterday. If you're talking about like, hey, the low risk, you're still like everything's fine for like if you were wanting to maybe be long on this, it hasn't been invalidated yet. I mean, this thing is making higher. You remember, a lot of S coins as of yesterday just confirmed multi-year lows with candle closes and price action. XRP is not making multi-year lows as of yesterday. It's not in the same ballpark. It's just different chart. So until it falls below 32.5 cents, there's an offshoot chance this plays out. And that's the cutoff. 32.5 cents, you're done. It's like the argument, it becomes like, hey, there might be an argument for upside. The argument becomes, yeah, there's a lot of downside when it breaks 32.5 cents. The next time it sees it and breaks it, right? I mean, you're going down very, very fast to, you're going down 24% fast. But if it holds 32.5 cents in this pattern we've identified, with all the variables you're looking for, everything, if it plays out, I mean, you'd be going 50 and 58 cents. I think what happens when you're taking longs in these market conditions, it is kind of counter trend trading. And it's hard for the TA to be respected when you're trying to produce a bullish argument in such bearish conditions. Just this the way it is. You're always looking for an uptrend and bullish patterns, bullish indicators, everything in bullish trends, right? You're in a bear trend, long-term bear trend. So it's always like taking those with a grain of salt and understanding. You cannot be surprised if anything you identify that's potential bullish reversal ends up failing miserably. You cannot be surprised because the trend is not your friend. You're going against the tide. Okay, XRP, I don't know, man. We can just like, what were some multi-year lows confirmed today? I can't remember if Cardano did it or not. Yes, it did. Of course it did. Cardano, play the Jesus chimes. Lowest daily candle close on Cardano since, my God, January 3rd, 2021. Virtually 2-year lows on Cardano, and there's nothing here. Maybe if you were new, you're catching education every day to understand when you break a level, what can happen to the price. It goes straight down to the next levels where there might be inflection. It's doing a wonderful job of teaching some people that are newer about that. It's not even close to being done either. Ugly. Yep. Target like 12, 14 cents, 10 cents eventually, probably. There were others like Tezos. Tezos got murked. It was multi-year lows. And in fact, you know, below 84 to 86 cents. Okay, you got this one joke of a low. It's this October 2019 scam valley that you're at right now. And I think like the hard support resistance was 86 cents, 85 cents. I think you're going to 38 cents in time, 37 cents, whatever down here. But yeah, you're sitting here, so I'm not going to just ignore it. Hurt people's feelings here, okay? Once that breaks, it's bye-bye, you know. Again, lowest, let's see. It's the lowest daily candle close since October of 2019, so that means over 3-year lows on this S coin, digital beanie baby. Imagine holding this stuff, dude. If you're learning, if you're newer to the market, understand that these are not investments. They never were. Bitcoin, technically, Ethereum, they're not investments, man. They're very speculative. Like, you're making a speculation, not an investment when you own these. Because there's no way to mathematically prove that they can pay you back, right? Like, hey, man, we got good revenues, earnings per share, good balance sheet. There's no transparency in crypto. So I don't know how else you would be guided besides traditional technical analysis. Like trading a bullish trend. Hey, eventually we'll get a bullish trend again. We'll get higher highs, higher lows consecutively over time. And all right, then it'll be a good environment to be looking for those same variables we look for on traditional markets here. But to just, I think it's just mind-numbing, mind-boggling to like be holding altcoins without a trading plan involved, where you have a strategic entry, stop loss, and take profits if it does happen to play out, but you understand probably won't because the markets are so bearish. Having some sort of, I don't have a plan and I'm just holding an altcoin cause, that's crazy, dude. That's absolutely insane. I mean, it just, there's no argument to do that, at least in our world. Okay, there were more. I mean, we looked at BAT accidentally. I think Maker maybe made, Maker made multi-year lows. Massive red candle yesterday. And the lowest daily candle close since December 12th, 2020. So 2-year lows, a little over 2-year lows on Maker. Yeah, I think it could stall here. I mean, probably 438. I mean, maybe it holds at 500, but I'm thinking eventually when it's all said and done, $220 to $300, the bottom of the big range for mystery. It's well on its way. It was like, man, 50% downside here. You're on your way, dude. On your way. Oh, nice divergence that turned into nothing, but just collapsing. Gold and silver is not an investment. It's a store of value. Stores of value. Nothing speculative about gold and silver. It just depends, man. Like, if you're able to identify an asset in the right trend, and then in that trend, it's the pattern you're developing, or that is developing on the chart, goes with that trend, and you're able to identify support resistance, and it's holding it as support. It's an area where you could set up an entry, a stop loss, and possibly 3-to-1 reward to risk on your targets. So you can speculate on those, but remember, they're massive market caps, so it takes so much money to move them. And we are in an environment where liquidity and money is disappearing every day. So, not good. I mean, gold and silver, yeah, sure. Central bank's going to be the composite operator every time.
I find myself worrying a bit about our old scammers trolls. They have been so quiet for a year now. Have you heard if they're doing okay?
Scammer trolls? I mean, they're always there, Coiner. I get emails every day. Kind of great. It's actually kind of slowed down, which is insane. And guess what? The scammer, I don't know about trolls, but I think you're always trolling the internet when you're on it for a long time. I mean, I have impersonators every day trying to scam y'all, acting like they're me. So, I mean, they're still out there, man. But yeah, I think you're talking about like people coming into chat and shilling whatever S-coin they're trying to pump and dump. Yeah, those don't exist. Like, there's no market for it anymore. Retail left. There is no more retail in this market. The only ones left are the real ones, which happens to be y'all. More multi-year lows, dude. If you think that was it, you're crazy. ONT, I believe it was all-time lows. I don't think ONT's ever seen prices this low. And here you go, man. A little bit of education for you, right? Look at this. Some old lows from May 12th and June 17th or June 18th, Black Saturday. You gotta love how you broke that, and then a bear flag developed, and then only what was once support became resistance, man. And then you broke the flag, and you're heading on down to the abyss, which is probably, you know, $0. I mean, it's at 14.85 cents. That's probably way too expensive, right? Because we don't know how to gauge what this should be worth. So, I mean, maybe fair price on this is 5 cents. ONT, Ontology, right? Based on what it's done for the world to help people. Yeah, 5 cents, maybe 2 cents, maybe 1 cent, dude. I don't know, right? You're in price discovery now, dude. I mean, if you want to, we could do fib extensions. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be negative, right? It's such a massive swing low. I don't even know if I'd use that scam wave. But that's the problem, man. Like, look at this. The 1272 is at 14.3 cents. So you're almost there. After that would be 11.8 cents, and then a 1.618 would be 8.2 cents. So these are all targets with fib extensions. Have fun with that, dude. Imagine even giving a crap. Like, I don't care if those fib extensions are there, because I'm not going to be taking the money that I made over my hard work and speculating on Ontology at all-time lows when there's so many assets that are not making all-time lows as of yesterday, as of 30 minutes ago. Only lower highs, lower lows. But yeah, TA respected though, isn't it? Hasn't it? Has it not been respected like the Jesus on ONT? It has been. And that's what's the whole... just looking at this chart, that is the main thing to take away from it. It's in a bearish trend, and the TA is being respected on the bearish side. Get it? I think that's some pretty freaking good performance since the bearish backtest. What happened? Since you broke that level and backtested it formally several times, this asset's down 23% in 17 days. That's beautiful, man. That's what we're here for. The trend is your friend, certainly on this and most others. Sure, there were others that were making, like DOT made multi-year lows, I believe. But dude, it's DOT, man. You don't understand the technology and the team that have good hearts behind it. You just don't get it, man. As we were up here, you know, like, hey, if you're above 682, you might be okay, because that's a very real level. But when you broke it, it's over. It is over. And then here's the bull trap, right? Liquidity grab before collapsing. Below 668, only bearish. Death to ye in your wallet, your money. And guess what? Since being below that critical area, 36% down in 45 days. And it's not over. It's not even close to being, I mean, it's getting there. But yeah, that's your lowest daily candle close, bro. Really, since something like November 7th, 2020. So over 2-year lows. And probably in the next couple of days, 391, but probably eventually 359, which again, that has been the target for so long now. Below 668, I mean, 550 was, I mean, that was there, right? But it's like one at a time, this one, and then 359, and you're on the way. And it's 1618 down there. It's perfect. Gotta love it how there was like,
Mitchell and Zubok appreciate you supporting the white nationalist agenda with your viewership, Proud Boys.
man, your mental illness, you didn't take your meds, did you, dude? It's funny, like you're paying me money. You see how like mentally ill this is? Like, dude has no evidence. You just started like spewing off of the mouth in the chat and you got banned because it's so weird, dude. So we have some guy who's some sort of like, I don't know, he claims to be a white supremacist who's coming in our channel trying to advocate for it, and he's trying to get us behind it. It's really weird. I don't know. Like, some guy is crazy out there. But this is what you get, right? I'm a live streamer. He's not the first, like, psychotic weirdo that's come in our community. And he's certainly not going to be the last, unfortunately. I call it an occupational hazard. As a streamer, it's the internet, right? You're connected to, like, weirdos. And, I mean, they get really bad, like that level, to where they're paying money to, like, talk, because they've been banned because they're weirdos. Sorry, dude. Dot, way lower. Let's go to the S&P 500 that was getting wrecked, and then it, you know, that's the lowest daily candle close on the S&P 500 since November 9th. That's a clear continuation right there, right? You were chopping around and then just, yeah, that kind of shows you the negative momentum building. Here's some bad news, man. Bad news on the S&P. Look what's happening. Chat, can someone tell me what's happening here? Anyone at all? On the S&P, on the RSI, on the daily? Dang, man, I'm proud of y'all. Wow, y'all are gonna make me cry. Like, for real, gonna make me cry. So many people know. Yes, the correct answer. Who's the first person to answer? So many good ones, though. Infinite Paradox, I would say, was the first, and then DXY guy. Jody, very good. Sage Gaming, very good. Okay, so yes, you have fallen below 40, and that, where this is, with such little areas, dude, there's just not many supports here. 35.88 probably from here eventually, and then after that, probably the lowest low of the downtrend. So, how's that going to happen? Oh, there's plenty of individual assets, about 5% downside from here. And then it's going to be put to the test. It's going to be scary. It's going to be crazy. But if you talk about TA being respected in a downtrend, this is incredible. This is like why I get up in the morning, man, because of y'all, but like, man, these charts, dude, the mother of all trend lines, you're able to identify it together every day. It happens, and then a second test, the confirmation high, all the divergence there, rejecting the 200-day moving average, just everything. And look at the follow-through you're getting after it rejected it, where it made sense for it to reject it, because it's supply lines, their supply. It all makes sense. Psychology of buyers and sellers, man. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Not to babysit weirdos, okay? Just to try to teach you what I've learned about charts over the past going on 13 years. Okay? Great stuff. I know it's terrible. Great. Dude, you're saying it's great when we're dumping. But, I mean, you can't help that. It's not like there's nothing you can do about it. So ride the waves, man. This is great. We're in a downtrend, and the TA is being respected. That's all you can hope for. Dow Jones, a little different. You know, I mean, that upthrust, though, right? Oh, yeah, the upthrust has happened, and now we're working on that. We talked about this literally yesterday, man. You can't do this. You can't. This is an upthrust and a back test of an upthrust here, okay? Bearish engulfing candle confirmed. Lowest daily candle close since December 20th. Not really that big a deal yet, but this is what happens. Flip the chart over, dude. Flip the chart over. You have sprung. You're attempting to back test the spring. What are you talking about, man? It's these levels, man. It's like a peak from March 2021, a valley from June 2021. Look, January of 2022. Look, it's been a, gosh dang it, sorry. Speaking in inverse. It's been a valley from this year, from June. you could very well see the exact same type of price action you saw in June. Sorry. Throw a strike. You know what's sad? The deranged, mentally ill, like white supremacist dude, he's the session top Jesus right now. He's took more money than anyone. That's sad. That's sad. Okay, so bear market, right? I'll take it, man. All right, NASDAQ Composite. Getting serious here. Lowest daily candle close on the NASDAQ Composite since July 1st of 2020. No breaks probably till $9,700, $9,800. The pre-COVID crash highs. And a little bit of chop there. So there you have it, man. Bearish consolidation pattern, clearly broken. Look at it's beautiful. 1 and 2 and 3 on the top and 1 and 2 on the bottom. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like you have the long-term downtrend and you had a bear market rally, just like you had a bear market rally that was way more pronounced in the summertime. But this is way weaker. Just think about how do you know it's weaker? The percentage retrace from the previous high to low. Previous high to the low, a 61% retrace. And then what happened? How pathetic was it this time? From the high to low, not even a 50% retrace. Oh man, the distribution is getting bad, dude, right? What's up, Charles? Thanks for the super chat. ICP, if you want to look at ICP, we'll do it, man. Okay.
For the record, I am not the white supremacist dude.
I know you're not. No one in here is. Like, again, like people become mentally ill and then they become deranged when they post something really weird or bad and they get banned for it. And then they're like, okay, time to unleash my mental illness on you. Let me try to destroy this guy's life because that's the only way I know how. It's like, dude.
Hi, Mitch. Can you have a look at CDE, please? Don't let the idiots get to you. Leicht lächelndes Gesicht.
They're not getting to me, right? I'm just explaining what's going on. If they were getting to me, I'd be like, ugh! Be like freaking out, right? I mean, like, just talking, dude. Talking to y'all. So yeah, we'll look at the gold miner that was pumping, and then I think today got wrecked. But it's still like up there off the pattern completion zone of a big M shape, right? Yeah. I don't know, like everything's now speaking German. I think the World Economic Forum has hijacked my stream elements. It's getting weird, dude. Really weird. Okay. Way lower, most likely. I mean, yeah, way lower. I was like, percentage-wise, not too much, right? So, oh my God, there's only 4 to 5% more downside on the NASDAQ before the next level. But dude, remember, this is not a strong level. The strong support's $8,000. The peaks from 2018, 2019, and 2020, right? I mean, that's it. That's the longer-term target. That's probably where we're going to end up later. There's going to be up and down, man. You're going to get stupid waves and, oh my God, bear market rallies on the way down. But eventually, 8K is where we're looking for it to make the most sense technically, okay?
Is that a joint?
Is that a joint? Doesn't look like it. I think you did. Maybe. Could be. All right, Russ 2000. Let me see. Which one was it again? Can't remember which one I'm updating now. Yeah, that's good enough right there. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you confirmed a bottom only to turn in. It's awful, man. Like, I mean, that's it, dude. Lowest daily candle close since October 20th. Not as bad as the NASDAQ. Not as bad as the QQQ. But you are staring into the abyss. You're staring into, yeah, 159, 160. You're staring into the, hey, man, we are making the lowest low of the entire downtrend. That's where you are. You have breached the September 2018 peak, and you're now just closing the day at the January 20th pre-COVID crash high. Imagine thinking that's going to hold. If anything, you know what's crazy? I can't even believe, look at this. It's like, how was momentum? How are we seeing like head and shoulder continuation patterns, man? Are you kidding? How was that occurring? Uber bearish, super uber bearish. Oh yeah, and you could guess it, man. 37, 36 on the RSI on the daily bearish control zone. So I think from where you are, when this ends up not holding, there's about 5 to 6+% downside here. And that's it. Okay. Get wrecked. Index ones. Just knock out gold real quick. Gold still above 1800, but remember, man, it's like, I love it above 1800, but I do not think there is anything strategic about longing here. I think it's crazy. I think when you're staring into a pattern like this for so long, it's just not a lower risk area. Like, you could long it and fine. Then one needs to have a stop loss below like 1788 or something. But just know like your upside's kind of limited because the context before it, we went on a nice crazy run, bottomed out in November, beginning of November, and it's been going ever since. So it's kind of like tough to really get much. But if it access somehow continuation, which it could, man, I guess you're at an inflection point where if it holds, you could be going to 1900 from here. $100. Wow. That's gold. Above inflection points today. You're asking about the chat on the stream. We can't do it, man. Streamlabs widget is broken right now, and I can't do anything about it. So I'm in lieu of that, we just have the 60-minute Bitcoin chart there. You know, it's just sitting there, man. Better than just nothing. Bearish and golden candle on silver today. Again, it's just so elevated, man. Like, what a run it's been on. But, right, the stalling, we're stalling out. Like, you just can't make higher highs. There's just some sell wall here at 2411, 2412. It's getting, it looks a little exhausted, and a pullback here is going to be normal and not a big deal. It's not a good area to be taking fresh longs, even if it pumps. Just saying. Nice form, dude. How'd that go? Whoops. Yeah, keep wasting your time, dude. That's fine with me. So, silver, you know, and then commodities.
Hi, brother, excellent channel.
What's up, Eric? Thanks, dude, for the 5. Appreciate it. So coffee was up today, 4%. Hey, little accumulation. Breaking above 172 is really good. I mean, this could have some consequences. There could be consequences on coffee here, man. Well, I guess you're not quite above it yet, are you? You're just in this inflection zone, aren't you? Look, the high from 2008, you're back above that. I think that's really good. But now you just need to break that 174.75 level, and there could be, look, dude, the price action above that level, it could be awesome. There could be just some sort of rally. Wow, it's like, it looks like a bear flag, doesn't it? But it's not really staying confined to that flag, is it? It kind of, I don't know, depending on how you anchor here. If you extend it, you haven't broken anything, right? It's just kind of right there, but a nice bullish and golden candle. You're not out of the woods yet. You have not broken any. You have not broken out yet, right? That's why these lines are here. You're contained within everything still, even though it was a really good day. Soybeans unstoppable, I guess, right? Just, hey, look at that. The wedge breaks upward. There you have it. Commodities, man. I mean, it's the money printing, dude. It is the money printing from these, you know, garbage you know, bureaucrats that somehow act as, you know, our representatives in our government, right? Them just printing money irresponsibly, trillions of dollars, and that's it. So commodities are gonna possibly rise off that. I mean, you know, you felt it was a nasty dump, man, for a while, and you're still in a bear trend until you start taking out previous highs around 1677.
Mitch here every day. Too much value. Mom.
Hey, thanks, Mom, for the 5 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, Zelensky to coordinate with BlackRock for investment and reconstruction of Ukraine. Yep. As if you... Again, remember what I said yesterday on stream? Nothing will surprise me anymore. Whatever news comes out that's like Clown World, you're not going to surprise me. That happened today. And it's just unbelievable, right? So I guess BlackRock's going to own a country now, virtually. With the Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. Perfect, dude. You're going to own nothing. They're going to own countries, and you will eat the bugs. All right, seafood futures highest level since it was crashing in late September, probably going to 83.90, peak from 2016, 2017, and if you ever broke that, you might be going to $100 again. So what a freaking beautiful, beautiful example of a springback test, and now we get follow through off of that. Natural gas was destroyed. Natural gas made its lowest daily candle close since March 15th. So we're talking about, right, the trend reversed. It's I think it's confirmed reversed now because you put in a high, a low, okay, then a lower high, then a lower low, then lower highs, now officially a lower low. So yeah, there's a chance. I mean, it has to come in. You have to start catching bids here at 460 because that's important, man. Important level. It goes way back. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this, if you don't hold this, then natural gas could be going down to 265 from here. And after such a good run like that, it's probably what's happening, right? These cycles, they end, and then trends reverse, and then the new trend prevails for a while until you get to deeper retrace levels where there's more demand. There's not much demand right now since you just made multi-month lows. Look at U.S. oil. U.S. oil, remember, nothing's changed. Oh my God. In fact, if you keep this up, you'll just start showing hidden bearish divergence immediately. After making the lowest low of the downtrend, you'd end up making the lowest high of the downtrend and show a bearish edge. There's nothing bullish about that, man. So again, you just got to sit and wait on this. It's maybe above the inflection zones, barely. Yikes.
We are really talking about humanism.
No bullish argument for assets hitting fresh multi-year lows yesterday. Absolutely not. Oh, it's not just about making multi-year lows. It's like about the fact that the assets have broken supports and they're now in the middle of nowhere where there's no volume, right? There's no consensus area for assets or for market participants around the world to set limit buys. There's way more downside. So yeah, nothing. I mean, that's the most bearish thing ever when something's making multi-year lows the day, like yesterday. It's extremely bearish and more to come because no support. Orange juice was getting a little shaky, man. Getting a little shaky around 202.
All the best, man.
Thank you, Beeswaxers. Thanks for the 420.
Is that a joint?
Much love. Merry Christmas to y'all. Seriously. It's good to see you. It's been a minute, you know. We are in bear market times where most of the time you just get like weirdos. I mean, you see the weirdos, right? They're out there, dude. Very projecting their own like beliefs trying to gaslight me and my community. Weird. With no evidence, too. It's like, hey, man, it's one thing if I said something, but dude's just lying. Just blatant lying. It's weird. So, I don't know, man. This could be done. Type 1, Type 2, possibly. Quadruple bearish divergence in the RSI. I'm not going to be surprised if we get a more significant reversal, maybe down to 200. And it's orange juice, so. There's not much more, really going on with commodities. Let's go back to, let's go to the requests. Knock them out real quick. First one was, ICP, okay. ICP, man. Well, for me, I'm looking at it like this, okay? I mean, like, again, it could fail or whatever. It's probably hitting a 1272 or something right now, and you're thinking, hey, man, there's an edge, dude, at the 1272 maybe. It's showing its second low. Remember, the second low here, locally, is the lowest low of all time. Before that was the lowest high of all time. Come on, man. There's not much to really do here, okay? I wouldn't long this even if it did reverse. Doesn't make sense. It's 78% retrace. So a butterfly, dude, okay. Have fun on one of the worst performing assets in the world. It's not even a 1272. That's what's so bad. It was close, but dude, you're not there. Once you get to the point where you got to play by the rules. So it's like all these assets not hitting 886, it's hitting 85% retraces. So I'm thinking like probably lower, either 1414 or 1618 down there. What a bearish back test. I think the divergence is ushering in a joke, and then it'll end up being a lower high than 461 and then dump later, probably. But it's getting so illiquid now, who knows what happens, man. I just don't know why you'd ever want to own this, ever. There are cryptos that exist out there that are not making lower lows anymore. They're not just making lower lows, they're also not making all-time lows as of yesterday or a few days ago, like this one. It's just one of the worst things to ever look at, something like this. This is awful. The next one was CDE. ICP had commercials. Did they really? God, that is miserable, dude. Yeah, this is Chop City, but at the same time, man, what a level if you could just somehow hold it, get away from it, and start running. Look at this low. November 2008. That's what's so interesting. The low from 2014. And then look where you are. You've completed a massive bat pattern from the COVID crash low to July of this year. Completed. And you've reacted off of it. If you could just get above 363 and hold it, history tells us what could happen. 743. That's insane gains. But that is just yet to happen, right?
Here's to you and to hell with the haters. How about a quick at XMR Monero? Hard.
So Savvy Tech, thanks, dude. Much love. So I wonder if we got some sort of golden cross on the way or something. You think looking at it might speak of the golden cross. Speak of the Jesus, right? Because speak of the devil, but golden cross like Jesus, right? Wow, you're like... I think you're like trying to do it like tomorrow. Look how close this asset is to the 50 crossing over the 200. If you just don't get like crazy, oh, it's down 6%. It was up 10% yesterday. It's down the chop. It's insane, man. Like nothing you can do here, but just if you're longing this, it is a position trade, meaning like you're sitting in this for like possibly months. But all I can do is tell you, you've completed a beautiful M shape. There might be a golden cross soon, and if you get above 363, the upside, it could take 6 months. But the upside's like 100%. You could double your money if it breaks 363 for real, because history says straight down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Oh, that's what it does. So it could do it again, man. Yeah, it could do it again. And I think I feel more confident to believe it would do it again after completing an M shape so massive, multi-year large harmonic structure completed. Okay, so it's definitely one to like pay attention to. Have your alert set up above 363, because if it breaks it again, you need to like watch this thing above 363. Good things can happen here. This is at a buy low situation too, right? I mean, you're at the keyest of key levels ever. 2014 lows. Wow. It is kind of a dream. It really is. So this is a great asset, a great request by Dennis, and we've been monitoring it, all right? Monero just like, dude, I don't know, man. It showed like a perfect like potential head and shoulders, and then of course, right? Of course, it was too perfect, too perfect on this joke market, too strong to, you know, actually collapse. Nah, man, it's Monero, so. It's still not making a higher high. I mean, still a valid potential head and shoulders, but very strong right now. Buyers are defending the crap out of 141 for some reason. And you get any higher, you get above 150. I would say it's a invalid momentum shifting structure by bears. It's invalid, and you could run to 154. But man, the problem is just like all you're doing is lower highs, right? Lower high, lots of distribution over and over and over again. I think even if it gets up to like, even if it gets to 157, it's still making that 886, that really deep retrace, that value perceived area for shorts in the downtrend. So yeah, I love it, man. It's the most private coin on the planet, right? But price is not relevant in crypto. It's just not. Monero could be at $50, $25, and it would serve the same exact purpose as it serves right now. And if you're in a downtrend, we don't have much besides traditional technical analysis to help us navigate these very, very choppy seas. The market, right? That's your Monero. That's about it, man. It's not. It's like, it's terrible, but hey, man, it's not collapsing. It's not at multi-year lows, right? Like, wow, man. I mean, it's way off the lows from June. Unlike ICP and countless other trash coins. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of like a little bit better than Ethereum in performance, because Ethereum made an 85% retrace from its June lows, and Monero only made like a 75% retrace from its low. So marginally better, kind of in that Matic territory, right? And from the low to the high. Yeah. Oh, music stopped, man. I mean, like, didn't it come out that the FBI or the CIA or one of the alphabet agencies can now track Monero? I think that came out, so I don't know how private it is really these days, right? You know, and it's just like they're not created equal. Most are created terrible, and they look terrible, and there's nothing to talk about them. They're so awful. And then you look at one still like QNT that's there. It's a contender. You know, it's at a low risk area where, of course, we understand that the macro is so miserable that this thing could fail. soon, and not going to be mad about it. I get it. We're really bearish, but the trend reversed midterm. It's above inflection points, and it's showing all the variables we look for. All of them, man. The divergence, the type 2 return of the completed M shape, everything, man. I mean, that right there, in normal market conditions, that can turn into continuations of the trend, meaning like you go higher than October 17th's high at 225. Like, yeah, that's the way. I mean, this is, look, you look at this, okay? You tell me what's really different about this situation and Litecoin a couple years ago. How is this any different of a situation? There's a support from history, okay? Litecoin crashed, it dumped, whatever, and then it rallied, and then it started making higher lows than the lowest low, and then it made higher highs than the previous high. And then all of a sudden, it completed an M shape, made a higher low than the previous low, that are higher than the previous low. How is that different? It's not. But the market conditions, the macro, is very different. And that's why you have to understand, you can't go all in on these when they present the most incredible setups, because they can still fail. That's why it's important to have proper position sizing. But these are the things you look at and you say, hey, this is where you take the shot. This is where you take a shot. This is where you take a long. I mean, Cardano's somewhat similar. Or not Cardano, my God, not Cardano. So XRP is similar, right? Where it hit a bottom, you know, months ago. And then, like, now it's completing an M shape and all this chop. And now it's completing, and it's the second time. The only thing that's different is the macro conditions. This thing's at a global 886 from its lows from the COVID crash all the way to the high. I mean, it's there. And this will fail. This could fail. And it looks like it's trying to, right? It's on its way. It's already getting wrecked. I don't know. But guess what? We'll go through an impulse phase again, because we know that's probably coming based on total market cap. And that impulse phase is eventually going to end. And hopefully down here at 388 billion. And there are going to be assets that start painting the exact same pictures as Litecoin did in 2020, as XRP did now, as CDE did, right? And we're looking at that one. I mean, they're going to show those same patterns. And it could play out, but it also could fail. All we know is we're at a low risk, high reward opportunity entry. Probabilities, man. It's not about certainty. It's not about fortune telling. We don't have to know where an asset's going next to make money. But we do know where it makes the most sense to place our bet, which is, you know, this is a very, very, you know, logical way to approach markets. All markets. This is universal. This is like mathematics, but for charts. I don't know about the North Carolina Oregon game, man. The little teaser with Georgia and Ole Miss, just for fun, entertainment bet on, you know, took Ole Miss, got them like plus or minus 2 points. Maybe, what is it, 2 points? Yeah, it's 2 something. Yeah, Charles, yes. The answer would be yes. So we can go back to stocks, right? I think we got the requests, so. What's up, Bassett Khan? Bassett Khan?
Hey, much love you, bro. Can look at TRX. Why is so strong?
The love is mutual. Oh, why is it so strong? Don't worry, dude. Don't you worry about a thing. I don't know, man. Like, I have a tinfoil theory that Justin Sun is certainly a lapdog for the Communist Chinese Party. He wouldn't be able to tweet so freely to have this coin if he wasn't. So there aren't many Chinese S coins out there. So I think like the Chinese government is like backing Tron somehow. But at the same time, you know, without the tinfoil hat on, right? Because I don't trust anything communist at all. Or fascist, which we're learning, wow, our government got in bed with big tech and literally was fascist. Don't believe in either of those. But take those away, and you just have a fractal of the 2018 cycle where Bitcoin, massive distribution for a year with a buy wall set up, and once that, and that's, what does that mean? There's absorption of remaining demand at the demand line, or just at the horizontal line support that goes back to 2020, goes back to 2018. Once the absorption of remaining demand is complete, you'll have a complete and utter collapse on this asset. And I think, like, if the way, look, man, if you're looking at this and it's so close to that level, it's so close to that collapse level, and then you look at total market cap and you see a total cliff until the next supports, doesn't it make sense? I mean, isn't it like, oh yeah, critically thinking here, I could completely understand how and or why that would most likely be the outcome for Tron, is collapse, not pump, because of this. And total 3 and total 2. So we don't need the tinfoil hat about the Chinese Communist Party backing it, which I think it probably is the case. We don't need that. We can just talk about distribution, and there was just so much demand, and now supply is certainly taking over. Just you're absorbing the demand, and it'll be gone soon. Clearly, how can you tell? Based on the next things that happen on the chart, which is always lower highs, man, always. I've been live now 1 hour and 10 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button below. So thanks for being here. Thanks so much, man. No, this dude. Seriously. Soul digging stone grave, dude. It's a scam, and it's going to $5. It's been going to $5 forever, though. It was first $21, and then $5. But dude, it's up 4.31% today. Is this a bull run? It's not. So there were just like, man, let's go to Ark, dude. Let's check out how's Kathy Woods doing, dude. Just want to check on her. We need a wellness check. Whew. Wellness check on Kathy Woods. Wellness check on the mentally ill. Like, for real, dude. They're out there. Here it is. Here was your inverse cut with handle in the end, right? Inverse cut with handle, man. You're just like, there's no support here. There's nothing here. It's like, I mean, that's not support. In any reality, that's not support. There's nothing here. So you just wait till 2238. It'll get there. But yeah, there might at some point be a short squeeze. Really? A short squeeze where a rally ensues and takes you up to $33 or $35 to just back test the old resistance as resistance again? Fine. But my God, do you understand like the measured move of this structure? It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, is this not, tell me how this isn't really a inverse cut with handle here, right? Measure move. Don't think that makes sense, right? I mean, get like $16, right? From the low, from the high to the neckline of the pattern. $16 target. We can't believe it now, can we? We just can't. It's too crazy. I mean, what's support? You got a support at 1923. You also have support at 1762. I mean, that is a level. I mean, it's right around there, isn't it? I think it's beautiful. That flipped the chart. What if you flip the chart? Oh my goodness. It's a work of art, isn't it? What a trend you were in, and then this pattern develops, and it just, wow. Good luck, Kathy. She keeps like buying too. Like, I don't know. She just keeps buying. She's like, it's a falling knife market. It's a well-established downtrend. She's not doing anything that, I don't know, a technician, a market technician would do. Like, she's just doing what she wants to do, and it's kind of baseless. Right? I mean, you know the kind of the stance here, and it's been only based on traditional technical analysis. It's not been based on anything else. Has confirmed bearish trend in late March, early April in the S&P 500. That's it. It's over. It's done. It's done until many things happen again. That's worked out very, very well. Right? No buying. No real buying. Still, Kathy Woods, though, doesn't care. She didn't care about the trend reversing and knowing how to identify that definitively using TA. No, she's just buying at lows and lower highs, lower lows. Just buy it, dude. Just buy it. Because guess what? She was like one of the FOMO moon boys that was their plan the whole way up in the FOMO market. And we talk, you know, some of y'all know, like try to make the example of golf, right? When you're learning charts and trading and all that. The worst thing you can do is to get started in bull markets, because in FOMO mania markets especially, that's where most people get in, the retail. Because it's like playing golf. You get started playing golf, you're going to go out and you don't take lessons and you try to learn it yourself. You start developing all these bad habits. And all of a sudden, eventually you'll capitulate and you'll either quit or you'll go play and take lessons. But the issue is with that, you then have to unlearn every bad habit you developed. Well, Kathy Woods developed all those bad habits in the FOMO euphoria market, and now she has never learned to undo those. So, Kathy, get wrecked. Look at this. Let's look at Apple. Why don't we look at Apple, man? But dude, it's Apple, man. Houston, if you're watching, remember when you sold because we talked about the level? You're like, okay, I'm out. I'm done. And look at it now. Look at Apple now. What did it do today? Multi-year lows. Lowest daily candle close on Apple since, well, not multi-year, like a year and a half. Lowest daily candle close since like June 3rd, June 4th of 2021, and soon approaching a key support level, inflection zone. And if 122, 123 doesn't hold, bye-bye Apple. I mean, I'm thinking the way the wave structure is set up, you're going to test $100 in time. Yep, indeed, man. This is so ugly. And you think it's over. This is like Tesla before Tesla crashed. So it's a fractal of Tesla. It really is. Apple, and then Amazon's in a lot of trouble. Holy crap, chat. Broke those 2019 supports. So ugly. Eventually, you might get a back test, right? You might back test 8446. Amazon market participants love back testing old supports as resistance, just like you saw in August, right? What was once a support is resistance. So you can't be that surprised that happens again. It could dump in halfway to the next support and rally to 8446 again. Okay, so just know that. But look, the levels are been taken out. right? I think this is the level. There's so many touches there. And so, yeah, you're nearing, like, so what happened today? Wow, dude. Amazon making its lowest daily candle close since March 8th of 2019. So we have multi-year lows. You're going on, what is that? You're getting closer, and you're only like a few months away from 4-year lows. Oh man. So I'm thinking in time, $67, which was, you know, as of yesterday, like 17, 18% downside from the support breaking to the next level. It was a 20% downside, right? So you're on the way. It'll take a while. It's not going to go immediately down. It'll go down and up, down, but eventually make it to 67.81. If you ever break that, I don't even know what to tell you. You got some serious problems below 67.81. Technically. Google also in a lot of trouble possibly soon. It's really, really bad. Let me just get rid of these measure moves. Yeah, you haven't hit the measure move yet of the bear flag. You reacted at the 618. You're falling below the 618. You're not. You're going to 786. In fact, look where you closed today. You closed at this high from August 2020, at these lows. This is an inflection point. Okay, it's there. $86. You closed at 86.02. All right, support hadn't broken yet. You're fine like a fruit fly. It's fine. The next target's easily $82, $77.87, and then, you know, whatever. I'll swing low, dude, at $70. We'll go one at a time, right? And then you got the COVID crash highs, pre-COVID crash high, $76. So anywhere around there. I mean, you've got all kinds of targets to the downside. The strongest support level would be around $64. Guess what? Google in the bearish control zone, sitting at 34. There's no bullish divergence or anything. This is ugly, man. If you hold tomorrow, wow, that's incredible. Congrats. But even if it holds tomorrow and rallies, it's probably just going to be a squeeze, and it's only going to be another level of buyer induction. It's just going to be a rally to induce buying from stupid money that has no idea what's going on, like Cathie Woods. Cathie Woods has fallen victim to buyer induction phases countless times this year. Buyer induction, that's like a bear flag. Stupid money thinks they don't look at charts. They don't understand how to read what the psychology of buyers and sellers are doing. So they're just buying. They're just looking at colors and numbers and this is a good time to buy. It's been down so much. They don't really know. So they just buy, and that's how that gives exit liquidity to much larger players in the space. Yeah. Cathie Woods is a laughingstock. She's a lol cow for the financial world, at least on the charts. Oh, 300 likes. We did it, man. Thanks for the likes, dude. Microsoft is nasty downtrend. It's beautiful, though. I mean, it's perfect, and everything's been respected. It was the lowest daily candle close today since November 9th. And I think you're going to fill a gap. There's an unfilled gap down there at 225. It was, you know, whatever gap, and then like that's kind of a support, right? Resistance from 2020 and support from 2021. That's it. That's the target. So Microsoft from here. What makes the most sense is Microsoft losing another almost 4% of its value just from right here. Okay. Negative Momo building, highest level of negative momentum you've seen since September. And guess what? Like all the rest, man. Oh, man, you're at 40, so you're right at that threshold where everything else is already below 40. This thing's about to fall below 40. Bearish control zone, right? So just looking at your mega caps, Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and why not even look at Tesla? Because it was up there. It was running with the bulls, man. Tesla up 3.3%. I can't even tell, man. Like what? 112.71. It's like that inflection point that's been here forever, right? This line, this yellow line on my chart's been here forever. So what's there, man? You kind of reacted there. Like, I mean, there was right? A consensus area where some limit buys, limit orders together, not just one person, multiple people could maybe set limit buys up there, so it just didn't capitulate through it. Next, if it doesn't hold, and it very well could hold, it could go to 136, 154. Look, man, you get rallies and bear trends, but eventually probably 91, and then after that 64, 64.42, the peak from pre-COVID crash. Unfilled gaps galore down here too, in the 80s. In the 80s, oh, I love it. That's the temperature it's going to be in Miami for New Year's and all throughout the next week while I'll be there. Okay, so those are the big ones, and you know, whatever. I mean, that's a lot of losses today. I mean, a lot of negative players. Man, Caesars, I have puts that have over doubled since all I did was say, hey man, there's an asset that's in a well-established downtrend. Okay. There was nothing really special about it. There were a lot of assets doing this. It was just, hey man, Caesars, that day that Jerome Powell farted, and then, you know, oh my God, then you gapped up, then you gapped down. It was like, okay, that's it. All right, it's confirmed the top, and it's rejected the 200-day moving average twice. It's rejected the top of the local range twice. It's below the key inflection point from 2018. Okay. That's all it was. It really wasn't that special or that crazy. And so, probably going to take profit, you know, $35, $32. Probably won't sell all the options, but because this might be a long, I mean, I got a far out date. I'd have to check it. It's several months away. But, man, if this thing doesn't hold, when it goes to $32 again, doesn't hold, it could go to $15. Remember, I mean, this... We're like starting part 2 of this bear trend by the looks of it with Apple, the acceleration of the selling, the crashes we're seeing on Tesla and many other big tech stocks. Yeah. In-phase Energy had another bad day, and you gotta love it, man, because like if not there, then where? In-phase, second test at the supply line of the right angle descending broadening formation. And down 2.61%, but yeah, it's still so elevated. You just make a higher low eventually and run again. But what we're looking for is whenever it's going to pivot. But what we're looking for is the price action you receive after it finishes the pivot, right?
Beer mugs.
Oh, what's up, dude? Bats on the London Stock Exchange, I sweat down. Yeah, thank you, G-Dog. Appreciate it. Looking at a place that has views similar to when we hung out at the Shard over down London way, mate. Let's just go to it right now. Bats. Imagine there being a bat pattern on bats. British American Tobacco Company, right? Where are the big ones, the big I mean, this is a very real inflection point. Supports, all the resistance. I mean, I get you, right? You're like, hey man, this is probably like Wyckoff accumulation or something. Maybe. I mean, based on the way the markets look, bullish on anything self-destructive, right? I mean, all the candy, things bad for you, nuclear bombs, right? I mean, like weapons of war, right? All that's been like bullish. Anything awful for society and stuff is, yeah, even orange juice, right? I mean, that's fructose, dude. That's sugar. I mean, killing it. Anyway, I mean, you're probably just consolidating here, right? You've broken no supply line. But is it? It's more like, yeah, it's like a descending triangle, isn't it? Like you got a descending triangle here. It's been in a nice uptrend for a while. I mean, this thing's been in an uptrend since the COVID crash. Right, you made the low, then you made an 886, and you've been making higher lows ever since, and now you've technically made a higher high. But yeah, the issue with it, right, is like, don't you want to be finding assets that are like at the lows, and you're at the top of a range, and you're showing kind of a local distribution pattern? I mean, it might be like a decent area for a short or something, right? I mean, like if it can't break 3,500, I mean, this is like the lowest risk area for a short, because it'd be coming back down to 24.49, the bottom of the range again. So, and then it could do. Think about something like this, you know, if it just shark pattern, and it's like completing the C wave and heads down the 886. Think about something like that eventually. It's okay. You know, it's like it's collapsed and it's showing a really nice range, and it could be Wyckoff, but you know, you're at the top of the range, so yeah, I don't know, man. Like, probably more bearish leaning because of it's at the top of the range. Like, buy low, sell high. So people that bought low here might very well be selling. Yeah.
Request. Show us a trading view list you got set up to scan.
I mean, you know, I'll show you, like, it's hard to see. Ark, Bitcoin bonds, Bitcoin miners, Coinbase, just all the Coinbase charts, and commodities, currency pairs, diabetes, dividend, ETFs, which is like all the 11 sectors of the S&P. ETH pairs, I don't look at that one anymore. Europe, it's just all the European index funds. Forex, bunch of foreign exchange currency pairs, right? Futures, gold miners, indices. Newer S coins, which is you know, it's like the one, all the dead 2021 jokes, mystery, so super special. Watch list, Wanda, Quad Screed, silver miners, stocks. It's kind of my standard crypto list, and then yeah, that's kind of it. That's it. Okay. All right, so I'm about to get out of here because I'm going to watch the Ole Miss bowl game. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully it'll be a good. Hopefully it'll be a better game than the game that's on right now. Arkansas, it's destroying Kansas. It's not even competitive. I would be very cautious. Look, Bitcoin is coin flippish because dead middle of trading range, but the trading range happens to be the lowest range you've seen in multiple years. You know that, right? And what is making you not be bullish at all, makes you not want to own anything without a strategic long entry, stop loss setup. But even there, you're just more like, God, man, bad conditions for longs. What makes you not want to own anything at all in crypto is right here. I'm showing you right now. We talked about it yesterday. Make sure we're on the same page. And now that support is broken again. And I get it. Your immediate green candles back above it. But anytime you're below this level, you can be like, hey man, I'm bearish. All of a sudden, I'm not like it's break. We know it's not a bearish breakdown, right? When it's back above it. But we have another bearish breakdown. And you have pathetic attempts by buyers, lower highs. You cannot trust crypto when the market cap of total is below 763 billion. That is your cutoff for owning anything in crypto. Okay? I mean, that's where it's like, when you're below this level, you can wake up and we have a market meltdown. All your alerts going off. I'm going live at 3 a.m. Crazy psycho stuff can happen below 763 billion. Okay? So be cognizant. This is where, remember, like every day going live and like nothing happens, and all of a sudden, I discussed just yesterday, it will be like there was a desert and then it rains a lot and floods, flash floods, because the ground is so dry it cannot accept the water, so it just beads up and moons, and there's so much water so fast. That's what will happen when the market picks its direction again, and it's going to be very soon. And I think when you're below this level, it's more probable that flood will be down, not up. Yeah, get in the Discord. Get in the Discord to be destroyed. Here's the link. Again, join it. Yep, it'll come in like George Washington and the Amazing Rebels did on Christmas morning to take out those Hessians, to turn the tide of the Revolutionary War. That's right. We love George Washington and our founding fathers. Yes, we do. Imagine having a problem with that. If you have a problem with me liking the founding fathers, I don't care. Go worship, you know, Brandon or something. All right, so I'll be back. Until next time, respect the tea.